Start Newton's law of motion. Their tips and tricks. First, inertia is proportional to mass of the body. Second, force causes acceleration. Third, in the absence of force, a body moves along a straight path with uniform velocity. A system or body is said to be in equilibrium when net force acting on it is zero. Then next, if a number of force F1, F2, F3 act on the body, then it is in equilibrium when F1 plus F2 plus F3 equals to 0. Then if a body is in equilibrium cannot change the direction of motion. Then next, fourth type of force exists in nature. They are gravitation, electromagnetic weak force and nuclear force. Gravitation force, weak force, electromagnetic force and nuclear force is there is sorry it is major mistake. Gravitation force is 2, weak force is 2, electromagnetic force is 2, nuclear force is 2, 1 is to 10 to the power 25 is to 10 to the power 36 is to 10 to the power 38. Then next, if a body along a curved path, then certain act upon by force. A single isolated force cannot exist. Then next point is force in nature always occur in a pair. Then next point, Newton's first law of motion defines the force. Absolute unit of force remain the same throughout the universe, while gravitation unit of force varies from place to place as they depend upon the value of g. Then next, Newton's second law of motion gives the measure of force, that is F equals to ma. Then next, force is a vector quantity. Then next point is absolute unit of force are dyne in a CGS system and Newton N in SI. The next point is 1 Newton equals to 10 dyne. 10 to the power 5 dyne. The next point, gravitation unit of force are GF or GWT in CGS system and kgf or kgwt in SI. The next point, 1 kgf equals to 980 dyne and 1 kgf equals to 9.8 Newton. Then next point, the beam balance compares masses. Then next point, acceleration of a horse cart system, A equals to h minus f divided by m, my capital M plus m, where h horizontally component of reaction, f force of friction, m mass of a horse, m equals to mass of a cart. Then next, the mass of the body measured by the spring balance in a lift is equal to apparent weight. The next point is apparent weight of a freely falling body equals to 0, state of weightlessness. The next point, if person climb up along the rope with the acceleration a, then tension in the rope will be m in bracket g plus a. If person climb down along the rope with the acceleration, then tension in the rope will be m in bracket g minus a. The next point is when the person climbs up or down with uniform speed, tension in the string will be mg. Next point, a body starting from rest moving along a smooth inclined plane of length L, height h and having angle of inclination theta. Point first, its acceleration down the plane is g sin theta. Then second point, its velocity at the bottom of the inclined plane will be under root g, twice gh equals to under root twice gl sin theta. Third, time taken to reach the bottom will be t equals to under root of 2l by g sin theta equals to 1 by sin theta under root 2 hg. Fourth, if the angle of inclination change keeping the height constant, t1 upon t2 equals to sin theta 2 upon sin theta 1. For a isolated system on which no external force act, the total momentum remain conserved. Law of conservation of momentum. The next point, the change in the momentum of body depend upon magnitude and direction of the applied force and the period of time over which it is applied, that is, it depends on its impulse. The next point, guns recoil when fired because of the law of conservation of momentum. The positive momentum gained by the bullet is equal to negative recoil momentum of the gun, and so the number of momentum before and after the firing the gun is 0. The next point, recoil velocity of gun is v equals to minus small m by capital M into v, where m is the mass of bullet, m is the mass of capital M is the mass of gun, v equals to muzzle's velocity of bullet. The next point, the rocket pushes itself it's forward by pushing the jet of exhaust gases backward. The next point, upthrust on the rocket equals to u into dm upon dt, where u is the velocity of escape gases relative to rocket, and dm upon dt equals to rate of consumption of fuel. The next point, initial thrust on rocket equals to m in a bracket g plus a, where a is the acceleration of the rocket. The next one, upward acceleration of rocket equals to u by m into dm by dt. Impulse I vector equals to f into delta at change in momentum. Unit of impulse is n minus s. The next point is, action and reaction force never act on the same body, act on different body. If they act on the same body, the resultant force of the body will be 0, that is, the force will be in equilibrium. Next point, action and reaction force are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. The next point is, action and reaction force act along the line joining the center of the body. Newton's third law is applicable whether the body are at rest or in a motion. The next point, the non-inertial character of Earth is evident from the fact that falling body does not fall straight down but slightly defect to the then next point, okay, this point is over. I can see I revise last point again. The non-inertial character of the Earth is evident from fact that falling body does not fall straight down but slightly deflected to the east due to Coriolis pseudo force.